so this is going to be a little bit of a rambling video. I want to explain a few things, and I want to make this a video response to a video that I just ran across from another YouTuber who I had never heard of before I ran across this video last night. And the YouTuber is called Active Self-Protection, or that's his channel name. I watched this video that he did, and I want to make a response to it because I do very much disagree with a lot of the ideas behind this video. But make no mistake, I'm not calling this guy out, because actually, even though he made a video and said some things in the video that I disagree with, he did it in a very non-condescending way. He spoke to his audience like he's just trying to give his opinion and not be over-bloated about it. And because of that, I watched some of his other videos, and he has some good content, and I actually subscribe to him, and I recommend you guys go subscribe to him too. But there's no reason that two grown men can't disagree on their opinions on something in a civil way. Yes, even on the internet and on YouTube, you can manage to do it in a civil manner. And so he did this video where he basically said if you don't have training with your firearm, your defensive tool, that you essentially are just using it as a whoopee. Now, if you're in the military, you know what a whoopee is, but basically it's just a blanket. It's a blanket that's there to basically keep you warm and make you feel comfortable, right? It's just a comfort tool more than anything else. And he equates that to owning a gun and not going out and training to learn how to use that gun, not getting to the range as often as you should. Now, first and foremost, understand that when it comes to training and going to the range, I absolutely understand that shooting and being prepared for a defensive situation, these are skills you really should seek out. You should seek out training. You should seek out time to go to the range. Practice with your tool of choice, right? Learn how to use it. Learn how to hone those skills, sharpen those skills that you may already have. Make them better. Seek out new skills. Seek out new trainers, people you haven't trained with before. Try and get as much information from as many different people as possible if this is something you really do care about. I absolutely agree with that 100% across the board. Training isn't a bad thing. It's always a good thing. Whether you're doing it yourself at the range or whether you're doing it in somebody's class, training is a good thing, and I recommend people go and get as much training as possible. But I do not think that if you don't have training, I do not think that if you don't go get to the range every weekend or every other weekend, that somehow that turns this into basically a useless comfort tool. Now, he didn't say it in the video, and I'm not claiming that he did, but it kind of came across as though, well, if you're not going to get the training, why even have a gun? All right, it's not going to do you any good. And I don't want to put that out there because, as we in the gun community know, anywhere from 250,000 times per year to possibly up over 1 million times per year. We know because most of these are never reported, but people manage to defend themselves with a firearm that often every single year, stopping violent crimes against them, their loved ones, and their property. Now, I'm sure that some of those people have training. I'm sure that some of those people may be cops or ex-cops or military or ex-military, or some of these people may just be people that like to go to the range and train with their guns a lot. But do you honestly believe that the majority of these people, of these 250,000 to over 100 million people, all have training? No. Do you think even half of them had training? Probably not. Do you think even a third of them? How about just 20% of them had training? More than likely, no. They were regular, everyday people who probably only own one gun, maybe have gone to the range a few times, and they keep that gun in a drawer or their car or their purse or whatever next to their bed, and they only pulled it out in what they felt was a life or death situation. And they managed to achieve what they were trying to achieve. They managed to get themselves out of a bad situation and stop something from happening. So, while I agree you should always seek out training and always try to improve upon yourself and your skills, I don't want to put the idea out there that somehow, if you don't go get the training, that this is basically a useless tool. And I don't know if that's what he was trying to say exactly, but that is how it came across to me. And I just want to put it out there. Again, just my opinion. And we all have our own opinions. Again, one of the things that's beautiful about YouTube is we can all have different opinions and have great conversations about why we differ in our opinions. But it's just my opinion that you don't need all this training to be able to defend yourself. This is not a comfort tool. And even if you don't have training, you shouldn't feel this is just a comfort tool. You should still understand that even without training, even if you're somebody who's, let's say, is handicapped and can't get to the range and go to the training classes, this can still be something that can save your life or the life of a loved one or defend your property. This is a force multiplier, okay? As long as you respect it and you're careful with it and you understand what it is and what it can do, you don't necessarily need training to defend yourself. And that's the message I want to put out there today. So, again, to Active Self-Protection, great channel, love it, just subscribe, but I do disagree with you on this one point. And for everybody else, go check out Active Self-Protection. It's got a great channel, but we do disagree, and I just wanted to put it out there what my opinion on the matter was. So that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. You got any questions or comments, leave it down below, and we will talk to you guys later. Thanks.